Welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about iOS 18.4, Apple's latest major update that just dropped. This isn't your average minor update. We're talking a massive feature drop with some game-changing additions you'll want to know about. Whether you're rocking the latest iPhone 16 or holding on to an older model, there's something here for everyone. So let's jump in and see what Apple's cooked up for us this time. First up, let's talk about the biggest improvements to Apple Intelligence. If you've been waiting for AI features to get better, this update delivers in a major way. The headline feature has to be priority notifications. This is huge for anyone suffering from notification overload. Apple Intelligence will now analyze your notifications and show the most important ones at the top of your lock screen. Think work emails, messages from family, or time-sensitive alerts. It's turned off by default, but enabling it is super simple. Just head to Settings, Notifications, prioritize notifications, and flip the toggle. You can even customize it app by app if you want some apps prioritized but not others. And here's the exciting news for iPhone 15 Pro owners. Visual intelligence is no longer exclusive to the iPhone 16 lineup. That's right. Your 15 Pro or Pro Max can now identify objects, landmarks, and more just by pointing your camera at them. Since these phones don't have the dedicated camera control button, you can trigger visual intelligence through Control Center or by reprogramming your action button. Apple's added a specific visual intelligence option for the action button now, which is a nice touch. Speaking of Control Center, there's now a dedicated Apple Intelligence section there. It includes the Type to Siri option, along with shortcuts for activating Siri and visual intelligence. Last but not least, Apple Intelligence now supports a ton of new languages. French, German, Italian, Portuguese, Brazil, Spanish, Japanese, Korean, and Chinese, simplified, plus localized English for Singapore and India. This global expansion makes these AI features accessible to millions more users worldwide. Next up, let's look at some of the brand new features that might fly under the radar but are seriously useful. First, we've got new emoji. iOS 18.4 adds several fresh characters, including bags under eyes, perfect for showing how tired you are from staying up late installing iOS updates, a fingerprint, a leafless tree, a root vegetable, a harp, a shovel, and that fun splatter emoji. Apple News Plus subscribers are getting a major new section dedicated entirely to food. The new food section features thousands of recipes, restaurant reviews, healthy eating tips, and kitchen essentials. Content comes from top publishers like All Recipes, Bon Appetit, and Food and Wine. There's even a dedicated recipe catalog with step-by-step cooking instructions in a special cook mode. Worth checking out if you're a foodie with an Apple News Plus subscription. Now here's a feature I'm personally excited about: ambient music. This new Control Center option gives you instant access to calming background sounds or music. There are 4 different categories: sleep, chill, productivity, and well-being, each with its own sub-menu of specific soundtracks. For example, under sleep, you'll find options like sleep sounds and piano sleep, while productivity includes options like classical concentration and pure focus. It's like having a built-in white noise machine and focus music player right in your iPhone. You can even skip tracks and see what's playing through the Dynamic Island or Now Playing widget. Vision Pro owners will notice a new dedicated app on their iPhone after updating. The Vision Pro app lets you discover and download content directly to your headset without having to wear it. There are sections for immersive video and 3D movies, plus a new My Vision Pro area with a user guide and tips. Apple's also made it easier to set up guest mode, with options to limit what apps guests can use and an AirPlay mode for guiding them through experiences. Apple has also made a bunch of smaller but meaningful improvements throughout iOS. Those privacy indicator dots that show when your camera or microphone are being used. They've been moved to the left side and now have a black background, making them much more noticeable. Siri fans will appreciate 2 new Australian voices to choose from. In Photos, filtering your library just got easier with new options to see images shared with you by others or photos that aren't in any album. Perfect for organizing that messy camera roll. There's also a new option to view your album list by key photo. And the recently deleted section now has one-tap options to delete all or recover all photos. Type to Siri users will notice the keyboard now collapses after Siri answers, giving you more screen space. Just tap the Siri bar to bring it back up when needed. There's also a new toggle to activate Type to Siri with the side button. If you use the back tap accessibility feature, you'll now see a notification confirming when a double or triple tap action is performed. Super helpful if you weren't sure your taps registered correctly. App Store shoppers will appreciate two new features: review summaries that give you a quick overview of what people think about an app, and the ability to pause downloads right from the update list instead of having to do it from the home screen. Let's run through some of the app-specific updates that might improve your daily iPhone use. Maps now lets you set a preferred language separate from your system language. Great for travelers or multilingual users. The Passwords app now shows a countdown circle for two-factor authentication codes, so you can tell exactly when a new code will be generated. Podcast listeners get new library and shows widgets that can be added to the home screen, making it easier to jump into their favorite shows. Setting up a new Mac? iOS 18.4 allows a nearby iPhone or iPad to help sign into a Mac with an Apple account during setup, assuming you've also got macOS Sequoia 15.4. Shortcuts power users will be thrilled with dozens of new actions for Apple apps. You can now create shortcuts to change settings in Maps, Safari, Reminders, Calendar, and more. Want to automatically close all Safari tabs or switch to a specific search engine? Now you can. There's even a new action to open a specific conversation in Messages. Safari has some nice touches too. Long pressing App Store links shows an updated preview design, and there's a new option to view or hide your recent searches when opening a new tab. CarPlay users might notice a third row of icons on their home screen instead of just two, depending on their car's display. And for the EU folks, there are new options to set default translation and navigation apps. To wrap things up, let's look at some final improvements across the system. HomeKit now supports robot vacuums. This requires Matter support from manufacturers, so not all vacuums will work immediately, but it's a great addition to the smart home ecosystem. The Wallet app has an updated menu that includes orders, settings, subscriptions, and payments, accessible by tapping the three dots in the corner. Find My support has been added in South Korea. Control center toggles have gotten some visual upgrades. The cellular and Wi-Fi toggles now show signal strength represented in bars, while the brightness and sound sliders change color when lowered below a certain point. The focus option now has small arrows indicating there are more options available. And iPad users get the mail categorization feature that iPhone users have had since iOS 18.2, organizing emails into primary, orders, promotions, and other helpful categories. And there you have it, everything new and noteworthy in iOS 18.4. This is one of the more substantial mid-cycle updates we've seen from Apple in a while, with impressive AI improvements, quality of life enhancements, and new features that make your iPhone experience even better. Have you installed iOS 18.4 yet? Which feature are you most excited about? Let me know in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, smash that like button and subscribe for more tech coverage. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. If you like this video, click on this video you see on the screen to know why the iPhone 16e might be the affordable iPhone we've all been waiting for. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.